Commander Super here. Where are we at? Thompson Dock, right near the bubble. Bubble is what they call a group of planets like around Earth, highly populated. Around actually far away from it. This is a starting area. Let's take a look and see where Earth is at. It's not that far. No way it's that far. Well, the starting area is the bubble then. Oh, it's not called Earth, it's called Sol, that's what, right? Yeah. See how close it is to where we are? Barnard Star. And there we are, third rock from the sun, Earth. Earth's an Earth-like world. Mars doesn't look red on here. Vemshna, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, asteroid belt, and Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. But there's no, Pluto's still right there. Karen. These are planetoids. Umeamea, Makimaki, Gadar, Humea, Haumea, Presperophone, Hayaka, Octae. These Hawaiian planets. Where did all these come from? Triton. It's supposed to be Titan, and why is it red? Wow, I think I looked that up a long time ago when we were playing. See, landfall is blue, red is landfall under certain circumstances. What's it called? Triton. Titania. Triton. It's a landfall planet. Well, we don't have a sole permit anyway. It's permit locked. Where does it say that anywhere? Fortification, Democracy Federation, Mother Gaia, faction, states in a boom, neutral, relationship. Get back to the tab over here. It does not say. Pardon me. Surface. These you just dock at. You can't get on the planet. These you can get on or get around on the planet. And Triton's listed as just like every other one, but it's got a red. System requires sole permit. There it is. This might require a special permit. Then let's hover over it and see. Doesn't say anything. None of the planets say anything. We mapped it. It is a icy body. Icy world composed mainly of water ice. Worlds like this have not had much heating in the past, forming in the cooler regions of a star system that have retained many volatiles of solids within their crust. And it's a landfall planet, and it's mapped. It's weird. Why is there a Titan city? Yeah, that's what everybody was always talking about, colonizing. Titan. There's another one not called Triton now. Titan is the largest moon around Jupiter. Titania, Umbriel, Ariel. It wasn't any of those. Io, this might be it. Europa, Ganymede, Callisto. No. It's another T word. They might not be talking about colonizing it, but it's mentioned frequently in the shows I watch. Maybe I'm tripping. We've mapped the whole system now. Probably a nice payday. Mars is an Earth-like world after nuclear war. It's terraformed now, so we did colonize it in the game. Okay, so these are landfall planets with buildings on. These are landfall planets without buildings. Red. I don't know. So where are we gonna go? What are we gonna do? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. To an engineer. We're right near one, aren't we? We're in Ducat. Yeah, this is an engineer. How do you speak to the engineer? I bet you go land on a planet surface. It's a point of interest. No, it's not a point of interest. Station or settlement. I think it'd be obvious. What's the name of the engineer? It's one of those signals on the, say, human signals. So we gotta search the contacts list. Maybe it's a signal, that's what it is. Remote workshop, we can still look and see the name of the engineer though. Type 6 transporter. Elvira Martek and Felicity Farseer. And the dweller, this isn't in this system. One of them is, but this is just a list of bookmarks. Some of them are engineers. Felicity. She can be found at this plot route. Oh, we're one station away? I didn't realize that we had just left. Well, that's why there was no signal, because we're a system away. Look up ships.
Ship is disengaged from landing pad. Depart safely from the station.
Ship prices. Well, that's a nice list. They have on the Elite Dangerous website, they have all that, like it's a car dealership. You got a really nice fancy website of like a ship dealership. In the orange and black theme, it's cool looking for sure. Well, okay, so what order is this? Ranked and how much they cover? Okay, he's ranking them. I would like them sorted by price. Highly, it's an opinion which one's the best. You can't just rank them that easily. It's a very, very, very fine threshold of is it is the increase in the tier of it by function or cosmetics very fine. Like it's a nice mix between a lot of games say they give you a lot of variety, but then you only end up using the best, and everybody else only ends up using the best. But this one there's scales, and everybody's not going to always use the best. And it depends on what you're doing, what you like doing, the activity you like doing the most. Farseer ink, easy to spot here. It's nice to sort by anything I want. Price. So the highest is 200 million. We are up to the Asp Explorer, which was 6.6, and then the next is a federal dropship, and it's 14.3. No, maybe the Asp Explorer was, yeah. Federal dropship, you have to find a federal system, and you have to have a high rank with them, certain high rank with them, which is good. It gives me a task to do. Gives me some direction. And I've always wanted to get into the geopolitical things, but there's no point doing that in a cardboard ship, you know. She's planet side. Lots of metal worlds. Big gas giant with water life. Lots of rocky moons. Some more gas giants and icy moons, rocky moons. There's a lot of fleet carriers here. You know, at a certain point, like fleet carriers are like 50 million credits or however 100 million, whatever they are, they're a lot, right? But once you get to that point, you got to pay an upkeep like $1 million a month. So you got to constantly play the game to earn $1 million. But by that point, you should have a decent enough ship where you could go out and do like 5 minutes of an activity and get that. So it'd be easy to maintain. Like by then, you should have a mining vessel that you could. You not only could you get and find the most rarest metals, but you would have the weapons to be destroying everything instantly. The cargo hold to hold everything. So we can't buy that right now, even if we had the millions of dollars. We do not make. If we get back into combat, we can maybe make millions of dollars, but that's fighting 27 pirates. So that would take a while. Those are definitely multitasking missions. Because when you go out on another mission where they say hostile ships may be sent against you, if you stop and fight them, you're completing the other mission at the same time. Some people hate having to run in video games. In a land where you can do anything with no consequences, and you're making me run? Coming in hot. Oh, slow down, buddy. Well, we're getting there one way. I think we have to get back into Super Cruise. Yeah, we do, definitely. It's going to take too long. Put it on the 90. Got cool down and progress.
Frameshift drive charging.
Charge it up there, baby. Where's the escape vector? Did it disappear on me?
Frameshift drive charging.
It didn't even show us the escape vector. Gotta get far enough away to maneuver. Joe, no, don't do it yet, no. Uh-oh. Too soon. We're in glide. Glide's alright. We don't want to be using the other one. I didn't want to skip this step, that's why we had to restart. Not like I'm a bad pilot or anything. Glides where you trim the distance significantly. And a nice save speed. It's blue, so we're doing good. In like a glove.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop.
Lakon Yankee Oscar Uniform. Commencing automated flight control
We
routine.
got to
Please
request
observe
docking.
docking protocols. Access granted. Proceed
Like
to
they almost
landing
had,
pad 01.
they almost had the update to Odyssey where already in the game. Like we can land on this planet, we can get out and go on the SRV on this planet. Man,
Landing gear deployed.
there's not a lot of games like this that are as good as this, or that I know of.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
We got 4.4 million for the. What was that? That was a. Looks like it was an Earth like in a water world. So with 1.7 and 2.3 respectively. So let's see. The old broad, what's up with you? You should. There it is. Codex Discovery 50,000. We have a search and rescue. She can't do that, can she? Deshaun Simpson, my man. Good to know somebody named Deshaun. So we just go to Engineer's Workshop, huh? Grade 5 excess reached for FSD upgrades. For what? We got grade 3 surface scanners. What could you upgrade with the surface scanner? Power plant's what we need to unlock desperately. Armored, overcharged, low emissions. We need overcharged by 17.47 megawatts. No, an increase at 12%. Oh, we need a sulfur. We got sulfur. Why can't we do? We can do experimental effects after we unlock level 1. Easy money. I mean, easy upgrade.
Exceeded. Shields online.
So that was an upgrade, and we unlocked experimental effects. We can get thermal spread, reduce heat, increase heat efficiency, double braced integrity, stripped down mass, monstered mass, power capacity. That's what we need. Polymer capacitors. Damn, that sounds familiar. So right now we could do strip down, I guess. We really like thermal spread. We need heat vanes. Let's do strip down.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Shields online.
And now I don't need a blueprint because I've already finished upgrading it. So why? How do we unlock level 2? Oh, we chose overcharged. I don't know how to unlock level 2. Maybe that's at a different engineer. Yeah, this is entry level. I thought like you could upgrade the nuts here. Let's go check to everything. You can get expanded probe radius. That's for sure. That's an awesome thing to get. We can max it out too. We've been some busy boys. No experimental effects. Let's get level 2. So far we're up 23%. Why couldn't we get, oh, we didn't finish it. 24%. One more time. I think you're scamming me there, Phyllis. Level 3 it'll be plus 30% increase. We got everything we need for one half nut, half turn of the nut, quarter turn of the nut, and the last one. Yes, maxed out all she can do. That's nice. I'm happy about that. What about engines, thrusters? You can get dirty drive tuning, which is an increase in what? Lowers your power load integrity, your mass, but increases your optimal multiplier. I don't know. This one, drive strengthening, lowers your mass, increase integrity, thermal load, clean drive tuning, increase your thermal load, give you more mass. I don't know. This is a kind of a bad description. Okay, so this one, entry level, farther, faster. With this blueprint, it drives integrity, thermal load, and power draw are sacrificed for increased performance. With this one, increased mass is traded for better thermal load and integrity. Clean drive tuning, better power draw and mass requirements are sacrificed for better thermal handling. None of these sound like something I'm looking for. Power is really all we need to be concerned about. Everything else is optional. 3A sensors. We can make it lightweight. We can make it long range. We can make it wide angle. I don't know. Let's go wide angle. Typical emission range will go down. Power draw will go up. Like, there's no reason for us to wait. We already have 3-star surface scanner. We've got a 1-star thruster. We don't have any on our thrusters. So I guess the most expensive, huh? The bottom two then. Well, any of them. I don't know what an optimal multiplier is. We're just gonna raise all its negative stats, but increase its good ones. Or we could just go for a lighter and stronger. Or no, heavier and stronger. No, it'll take more damage because integrity and plus more heat. This one is better with heat. Tested the blueprint on the way to the Cold-Sack Nebula. Power draw and mass requirements are sacrificed for better thermal handling and performance. Like, we don't need thermal handling. The blueprint drives integrity, thermal load, and power draw are sacrificed for performance. Sacrifice everything for performance. Sounds like a winner. This is we're not going to be able to finish this one. And we can add an experimental effect. Double brace or strip down. It was stripped down. Let's go level 2. One more time. Level 3. Insufficient resource for missing specialized legacy firmware. I don't remember quite where to get those. It might have been from shooting down pirates or scanning something. Well, it's signal sources in some way. But we can't even add an experimental effect. We gotta stick to the 2 nuts. Let's strip down this stage. We can add experimental effects to anything. Wow. So we're done with the engine. Let's go to shield boosters. We have a modded shield booster in storage. FSD, 5A FSD. Faster boot sequence, increased range, more durable. I don't know. We can't max out either one. We can't even get the 2 nuts in the range. I would prefer the range. But we can do, what is this? Faster boot sequence. We can take that to maybe like 3.5 to 4. Do that. 2 nuts. One more time. 3 nuts. Play it again, Felicity. On 4 nuts. Damn, it's so close. And now we don't have the resource. We're missing heat exchangers. Let's put the experimental effect. We don't have the resources. Pin blueprint. And then we'll go to power plants. We've done sensors. I think we've had modded sensors in their storage. Can we look at that things? We should. She's an engineer. I mean, you don't have a garage and be a mechanic without looking at your car parts. And since the space is so lonely and desolate, to everybody, it's just friendly. It's not going to charge me to use the garage. There we have the... Must be wearing... There's the modded shield booster. It'd take 25 minutes. What kind of mod do we have on it? Well, that didn't help anything with our power situation. None of those engineering things. What else did I say that was engineered? Power plant, thrusters, frame shift drive, sensors. I must have been mistaken. We can do the sensors. We're not going to have the shield booster delivered to her. And we don't need it right now until we do combat. Sensors are good though, general type thing. Lightweight, long range. I don't know what the scanner is. I've read online that it was like oxygen sensors and things, but that doesn't make any sense. The only time the game ever mentions those is when your chip's exploding and you're dead. But then it says scanners. Does that mean all the scanners? We have so many, it's confusing. Wide angle. I don't get wide angle, increased mask and scanning time improves the angle. Why is there an angle? I thought it did in circular radius around the ship. Power draw narrows angle, but scan farther away. Scan what? There's like lots of different things. Planets, signal sources, ships. Is that our radar dash? Is that what that is? Because if so, it's a waste. I don't know what the sensors are. Sounds like long range would be the way to go. I think before I did wide angle. Let's do wide angle again. Well, we have more resources for long range. So like we can guaranteed get 3 stars of long range. We can only get 1 in angle. Let's go with long range. Maybe the experimental effect will be a lot better. We can't get one so far. Damn, just being stingy. But it's maxed out, no experimental effect. And that's all we can do with her. We can't get to their Brazil. She can do interdictors, but we don't have any on us. That's it. So, I don't know where to find some of these things. Or where we're going to go, what we're going to do either. We got a delivery we couldn't complete. Let's go back to there and see about that. It's right next door. I don't know. "13 geological signals, 1 other and 16 human." I wonder what that other is. Aliens?
Starting the overdrive.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Frameshift drive charging.
That seemed faster.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
See about some signal sources. Lots of geological ones. Alien fleet carriers. Conflict zone unidentified. Some one of these. Mercenary. I think like we do spy missions and things like that. And go to the conflict zone too. We're just gonna check these signal sources. Degraded emissions. There's what we need, a distress call. It's taking forever to get some speed. We're still in kilometers. Megameters. Six hours. Yeah, 6 hours. That's cool how space is so disproportionate to match the seconds, like light seconds are so disproportionate to light years. But space is really like that. Like a millimeter is not that much different than a centimeter. It's times 10 or something. But a light second times 10 is not a light year. It grows exponentially. Riders of the board. It's even riders with an R. It's 7 seconds. Don't rev up like you're doing something. In the blue, it's 7 seconds. Come on. What might that be? Tanker. Xeno hunting tanker. Breaking light speed. Slowing below light speed. Going megameters per second, it's still going light second speed. Like the thing of the space travel and engineering in this game like fits so nice with space. Like you got your starships going, then you got super cruise, then you got the frame shift drive to go interplanetary, interstellar, and then it fits so well. It seems like it should be real.
At last. Please tell me you have some spare fuel. I
We do.
miscalculated the length of my journey and now I'm dry.
We got lucky that there's not been anybody requesting medical supplies,
I'll write a song about you when I get to port.
because I keep forgetting to purchase them. Riders of the board. Oh, why you gotta have your lights on. And your night vision.
Programming limpet drone. Power plant capacity exceeded.
It's a woman in a Viper Mark III. Her name's Frost Viper. She's deadly at combat. She's got a clean record in her. She's a member of Riders of the Void. That's a pretty nice little random combination. Like the movie Hackers with Angelina Jolie. Acid burn, and she's like the best hacker. Good enough to be Dade's partner, and Dade was the best. Fuel transfer limpets and the modules, not that screen. Planetary vehicle hangar, what did I? Thrusters, shield generator, plasma can go down to 5 and so can seeker missile, beam laser, docking computer, fuel transfer can go to 4.
Programming limpet drone. Transferring fuel.
Space pollution.
Looks like we're back in business. Thanks, Commander. I hope I can repay the favor someday.
Another 2,500. We do that once already? We've already had glitched out. We're supposed to have 2 of those. Because we already had one we didn't turn in. There, now it's right too. There we go. Good. It's even from different factions. Like, you really gotta give me that money. We're here. This is the boom time delivery. No, we got one jump to go to boom time delivery.
Drive charging.
The pickup mission. We gotta meet somebody. Okay, that didn't seem like it was much faster. I was trying to fuel scoop. I forgot we got rid of that. It don't matter. We got an extra fuel tank, and we got the best fuel tank and pretty damn good fuel economy, efficiency. Nothing but the best for us. Let's go to the nav beacon. See if we can meet this Rob Collins guy. Robbie, where you at, bud? Or go to a first state space station, do a mission, or go to a planet. Hopefully flying back and forth will cause us to bump into him. You would think we would just go to the space station and get the data. Why do we have to have... So 2 spaceships are going to meet in the space to exchange data. That seems a little weird. That was downloaded again. We map this Earth like. Yes. No, it's worth mapping, I'd say. That we haven't the water world and Earth like. Yeah, I remember that. It's $5 million sitting there. So let's see the context. Here's an eagle. Bill Forest, okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright. See. Pick the bad spot to do this at. Go to the first belt cluster, or near it. I think we're going to change the destination once we're close. Just getting away from the sun. I mean, we were right up by the asteroid cluster. I put it all the way down, slow down. Because I'd tell you to slow down when you can't. It's a bit late for that by then sometimes. Sometimes it works. Oh, not going to another belt cluster. Shadow Gallery, that's a fleet here. Let's go to points of interest. And signal source. Let's try points of interest. The Mutual Corporation Core. Act like we got all the time in the world. System Authority vessel. No thanks. Rob Collins, we just missed him. Where's this low wake at? Low wake, it means he jumped into Super Cruise. That's him. I know I saw the numbers moving, but that's his trail. Let's open it up. See the next system. Jump there and go back and forth for a second here. So I think we could fly around to some planets and end up bumping into them. He's probably in the Sidewinder. Let's check that. What is that noise? What did we fly by? Probably a ship we didn't see. Josh. There's an eagle. Should fly back to where we saw his wake at. System Authority and an eagle. We could destroy the System Authority. See, it says a low wake, so that means he didn't jump and leave the system. Fuck. What is that? Oh, that's the sun. Why is it so loud and dangerous like that? Gordy, who cares about Gordy? Orca's a passenger who just jumped. Passenger carrying vessel. If it says a low FSD wake, that means he jumped out of the system, but it said low wake. Cobra Mark III, that might be him. Or System Authority. Can't see it though. Snook, System Authorities, Crate Phantom or Cobra Mark III is what I'm looking for. There's one. Cruising Morris. Cobra Mark III, Urban Warrior. Oh, that's a name for sure. So we were heading to, let's not leave the system, let's go to planets and moons. Oops. Our signal sources, let's go to degraded emissions. That's how we did it before I went to we saw we chased them down, except when we first did it, the guy was jumping to other systems. So then I went to go pick up all the signal sources. We ended up bumping into him eventually. Low wake Gordy. So he's still here. That guy's not. Viper Mark III. Wilson Brizzle. Vulture. Is that a ship name? Ed Louise. Wheelback. Kevin Nash. That's cool. Over near the weapons fire. Good place for him to be. So they're dropping, wherever his low wake is, we need to go back to. That means he was in Super Cruise and dropped into the really slow flying. So it would have been easy to spot if we went to his low wake, or easy to chase, not see. Yeah. Because all these guys are going to the fight and dropping out of Super Cruise. And said it was by a plant. They're going to our wall 4A, the Earth Lake. No, there's nobody here, it looks like. Oh, that emissions is kind of far. So we'll head back to the closest, that is the closest emissions. Wow, so let's head to nobody here now. They got where they were going. So just head to the closest place, which is weapons fire. But let's go to the next planet. Kevin Nash knows what's up. Wolfpack is back causing mass destruction. Guess who see it? The bad boys are rusting. There's a plane, a spaceship heading to Dual A3. It's got to be System Authority. Oh, now we're bumping into people that we saw back at the nav beacon. Cruz and Morris and Josh. He'll be back some point. There's somebody flying into A2. Kevin Nash. Mutual Corporate Core. System Authority went there. It's another nav beacon. We're headed back to the center of the system. I didn't realize we had gotten that far out. 4 new contacts. Crate Mark 2. I don't know why you would think you'd be in a good ship. I'm just looking for Star Ferguson, like single man fighter types. He was in a transporter, he wouldn't need to be giving us missions, you know. David Newhook. Palace of the Cur. Crate Mark 2. The Brickshaw Ferguson. We saw back at 1. And I'm losing control. So where do we go from here? Go to the missions, I guess. It's gonna be there for 13 more minutes. The search and rescue is hardly worth it, but I thought there would be, like, we would go there to do the rescue and we'd get paid, but then we'd be picking up parts to engineer things or something like that. But it's not really that worth it so far. Shield disruptors. I think that's from scanning people. Yeah. I don't know who, but like if we go to the nav beacon, there's people flying around scanning them. We get information to upgrade our ship. But what ships do we scan? We've been scanning ships and haven't got nothing. Gotten anything? I don't get it. We've asked scouts. We've scanned him because it said his name instead of the ship he was flying. So if he shows up again, it should be Rob Collins. I don't know how we scanned him. We must have scanned his wake and got his name from that. It's the only thing we did. This is too far out in the middle of nowhere to have dropping out of Super Cruise. Wish I'd have known that's what it meant. We could have probably found him. I know nobody's gonna be out here. We're going 50 times the speed of light and it doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere. Alright, getting there now. 120 times light. Sucks we couldn't meet Rob. Oh, no. Flew right on by. 7 seconds to eternity. It's just you and me for the world to see. I am so hot in here. Where are you, Rob? I need my data. Took us 2.5 minutes to get out here. Can you believe that? We can warp at light speed, and it's going to take us 2 minutes to get somewhere. I'll wait till I'm a little closer, thank you. Lots of goodies here. We need polymer chemicals or something. Don't remember what it's called. But there's a lot of good things here, though. Like this, we only have 11 of these, and it says we can store 300. Chemical processors, we have 120. We got a lot of those. And we don't need as much because we only can carry 250. Medical equipment. Got 22 of those. 22 out of 250. We flew right on by. Twice. Well, all of them. All 7 times. See, if I don't check the list, I always end up messing up. Warren shield emitters, we have 103 out of 300. Why do we need Warren ones? Why can't we just use regular shield emitters? We're full of regular shield emitters. We're almost out of time. This distracts me just enough to make a smooth turnaround. Got it all figured out. Don't have to throttle up or down at all. And now more Warren sheet emitters. I want the heat dispersion plate. We just needed that back at the engineer. Well, we need more than the